swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Rich. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's McMillan. Under fire. Makes the grab.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd and California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Rich. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with an end around. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He splits the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page. It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. Third down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the fourth down.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The RPO, it's complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Morton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Sends it back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Might be looking to run. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Rich. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll lose yardage again, and they say don't abandon the running game, but the running game's abandoning them. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking for a man. It's Rich. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Powers through the defender. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here we go. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. He makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's first and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Henry.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Rich. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. On the move is the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right on the money. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the Dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They go right back to him. Runs through a tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. Finds his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff to the single back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it overrun. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Powerful. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense putting points on the board. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hand off to Jones. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks.
Running back with the carry. Pick up the 5. 1st and goal, Oregon.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.